Ah, I see you have been reunited with your grimoire.
Actually, it's my diary. I'm not ready to be reading spellbooks again. At least not yet.
Making a new entry?
I am.
About what?
About you, actually.
I do hope it is an entry about my last victory, crushing Hydra and Lilin Bones.
It's actually more about what a great friend you've been to me since I came back. You were the first person since Agatha who believed in me. I mean, really believed in me. So, I'm setting it in ink because I never want to forget how you took a chance on me.
Our camaraderie is one that will be retold in the annals of history.
That's the idea. Your friendship means more than you know. Although I'm still not sure I deserve it sometimes.
What makes you say that?
Because I'm dangerous.
But you know that is exactly what makes you a formidable sorceress on the battlefield.
Sure, but it also makes me potentially deadly to my friends. I mean, what if I'm conjuring some spell or hexed some hellhound and accidentally hurt you? I couldn't live with myself.
I harbor the same fears.
You do?
Of course. I often worry about mistakenly injuring my allies and friends all the time.
How do you deal? Because I haven't figured it out.
I remember that sometimes accidents happen on the battlefield, and friendly fire is inevitable.
Well, let's hope you don't get caught in my friendly fire. I don't want to be the cause of any more pain for anyone, ever again.
Except for Hydra. It is okay to cause them pain.
Right. They're the exception.
And Shadowhounds, Nest Mothers, lower level Lilin, and Lilith. Do not forget to hurt them too.
Okay. I get your point.
I hope so. Because we need you, Wanda. We need you to bring the pain. Just be sure to aim it in the right direction, and we all will be fine.
Thanks, Hunter. You make me feel needed, and sometimes that's your own special brand of magic.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
It's green.
And I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Rathan is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, does it even matter? I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
I understand you, more than you know.
That's different. Early in life, you were infused with a power greater than you could control. You fought against the darkness within your whole life, with allies at your side to ground you.
From what little I know of your past, you just described the both of us.
That's different again. I'm old enough to know better. If I'm truly the fourth smartest person on Earth, how could I make such an unjustifiable mistake?
Dr. Banner, we all make destructive choices. What matters is how we rebuild.
I can see why your mother thinks so highly of you. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I remove the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
Okay.
You agree?
I rose from the dead. My mother may actually destroy the world, and the sky is the color of your alter ego. Why should this surprise me?
Well, the thinnest of silver linings here is that Lilith doesn't want to destroy the world. Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
May I ask you about the Hulk?
Of course.
When did you first transform into the Hulk?
Years ago, I worked on a device based on Howard Stark's original gamma accelerator. There was an accident, and I soaked up so much radiation I should have died on the spot. Instead, it unleashed a green-skinned manifestation of rage from within me. When I came to my senses, I realized what I'd become. I knew I couldn't be around people. To lose control like that, it still terrifies me. Yet, when I become angry or subjected to intense pain, Bruce Banner retreats for the duration.
Are you and the Hulk different people? Or is he an aspect of your personality?
I've heard contradictory conjecture from hundreds of experts. You see, I'm psychologically fascinating. Everyone has a pet theory. At this point, I think of the Hulk as a different person. Yet I also take full responsibility for his actions. It's why I betrayed him so deeply by working with Lilith. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. In a way, I'm his keeper. He doesn't really understand what happened, but I decided on his behalf, like I always do, and very nearly killed his friends.
Does the Hulk have any thoughts about Lilith?
He finds her... There's some... attraction.
The Hulk has the hots for my mother?
Yes, but he remembers she tried to hurt his friends. That makes him angry. And for the Hulk, anger always wins out.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the forge immediately.
Well,
The shield's saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof. I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon. Konnichiwa, friendo. We never had control, but neither has Lilith or Chthon, so we might as well lean in.
So, the Midnight Sun has arrived, despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
Is that not what Lilith wants us to do? Go running to save civilian lives as she heralds in the age of Chthon?
But it's the compassionate thing to do. I thought you'd agree.
I would normally, but that is exactly what she is counting on. Our compassion. We cannot let her use it against us. If my mother gets her way, there will be nothing alive in this world that is not named Lilith or Chthon.
But we might have time before that happens.
Look outside, Sarah. Our time is up.
As Wanda so generously pointed out, since you are part of the prophecy, Lilith may not be able to complete it without you. So, we do have time, and we must make the best of it.
Hydra's everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you, but I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I've dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting. Don't just stand there. There are lives out there that need saving. I'm at a loss, Wanda.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holes.
Does slumbering giant refer to Banner, Chthon, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other. What? After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride!
Both you and Blade seem rather unfazed about the imminent invasion of this dimension by a homicidal Elder God.
Oh, this is not the worst Armageddon scenario I've lived through.
Just how many have you been through, Carol?
You mean the end of this world, or are we talking other planets too?
All of the above.
Let's put it this way. I lived through a time literally called the Age of Apocalypse.
That sounds rather stressful.
It was, but there comes a point in every cataclysmic event when you just have to let go and, I don't know, roll with it. All you have to do is be ready to fight for what you care about when the time comes.
So I'm taking it you'll be fighting for your cat Chewie?
Hunter, you remembered my fur baby's name.
How could I forget?
Chewie's my only on-planet family. So yeah, call me a crazy cat lady, but I am not going to let some hangry elder god eat my cat, or your dog. Not on my watch.
We must all draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Pet eating is definitely mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll face Lilith soon enough.
What should I do between now and then?
How you spend your possibly last moments on this version of Earth is your choice. I, for one, have always been curious about what's really under the hood of Robbie's ride, and tonight, I'm determined to find out.
You look cool, calm and collected, considering the circumstances.
Keeping a cool head is kind of my thing, but you know that. I'm telling you, Hunter, I don't know what's coming next, but I do know when the shit hits the fan with Cathan, there's no other place I'd rather be than parked right here with my friends.
Carol is lucky to have you in her life.
More like I'm lucky to have her. Thing that sucks about love is that it just gives you something to lose. That's why we gotta make the most of the good times while we can. Because when the shit gets unreal, we might not have any time left. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
The best way for me to help Aunt May, MJ, everyone back home is to be here. But being here, I just wish I was back with them. They worry about me. But the only way to ensure nobody gets hurt is to throw myself at the big, scary, Lilith-shaped problem.
We are defenders.
No way, you were in the Defenders too? Dr. Strange recruited me once, but he told me it was a secret. We were secret Defenders. Oh, wait, does that mean I shouldn't have told you? Oh, pretend I didn't say anything.
It is not easy, Peter. With or without a mask, people worry about us. We worry about them.
Sounds about right. I just wish I could warn them, you know? Something. What's shaking, Bacon?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
I'm not even sure demonic horde is the appropriate term. I gotta ask Nico for a refresher on occult terminology.
How do you feel about taking down an Elder God?
Can't run from the devil, as my abuelita would say. So better grab it by the horns and, well, the next part isn't safe for work. Mi abuelita is a real spark plug.
And are you prepared for the less desirable scenario where we do not make it?
Nope, I'm in complete denial. It's gonna go like this. Save the world, go home, give my brother a big hug, throw a barbecue for the neighborhood.
Do you not have greater aspirations? Trust me, after you defeat a deity, you will be hungry for your next challenge.
What? You got another dark god up your sleeve? You're hard to impress, Hunter. Beating this one's gonna give us street cred for ages.
Perhaps, but you can do much more. Fend off supernatural threats, safeguard Earth from a foreign invasion, or even simply be your town's protector.
Sounds like a lot of extra work. I see why Blaze didn't like avenging.
And how are you passing the time until our big moment?
I tuned the Hell Ride for the 4th time. I read the last page of all my comics just in case. And, you know, trying to be chill before my head catches fire. Maybe I should do a 5th tune-up. The 5th time's the charm.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier. Hunter, we don't have a lot of time. Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this Godkiller can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative
is too grim to consider.
All right. Then let us find out what this Godkiller is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil. Please get us started, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? This is some of my best work. Hey, Hunter.
Allow us to assist you. So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this. Not exactly an infinity stone. How can we help you, Hunter? Simple yet effective. Until next time.
This should be useful.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse, I was skeptical that a resurrected half-demon warrior from the 17th century was going to be our best shot at beating her forces of darkness back.
And now?
Nico and company made the right call when they raised you from the dead, because I'm pretty sure you're the one who's going to save the day.
I'm not going to save the day alone. We all are, as a team.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You know how to lead a team in the right direction.
You think I have what it takes to be a leader?
No, Hunter. I know you have what it takes. You just need time to stew. Grow into yourself. When I enlisted, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. A light breeze would have knocked me over. Not what you call captain material. But I didn't give up. And I won't let you either.
Bunazua.
Hey, Hunter.
Oh, try not smash.
Ready for more?
I'll grow stronger.
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I'm going to move down a notch.
Okay.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
We handle it.
You're too weak for this fight.
Hawk saw that!
Time.
I could have made that so much worse.
I've never seen that before. Why try to fight?
That was something.
This one. Hulk sees more. Still want to fight Hulk?
What's this?
Behold the light's gift.
Thanks. Works for Hulk.
Not a problem. Is that all? Ready up. Take this.
moved like that once, centuries ago.
Let's do it!
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. That Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then, it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than... Summer Camp Tango!
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Bună ziua.
Hunter, wanna watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet! Here we go!
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Hi.
We aimed high and we hit our marks.
You look like you're dragging a bit. Want another can of start drive?
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
You have indeed come a long way in overcoming your rabid case of rhabdophobia.
Oh, you're talking about my resistance to the use of magic.
If by resistance you mean an almost debilitating fear of anything mystical, then yes.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
Okay, maybe I was a little apprehensive about all the hocus-pocusing, but you helped me get more comfortable with it. And I'm fine now. Well, mostly. Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace, does tell me to do things sometimes.
What things?
I'll just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Oh, so you think you are a prankster now?
Oh, I'm a pro at pranks. Just ask Strange.
The Godkiller has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
If the Godkiller is responding to me, then maybe I am meant to wield it in battle. Maybe I was always meant to wield it.
Perhaps this is another part of the prophecy. If so, then I hope it's the part that means good things for us. Because the rest of the prophecy is not exactly promising.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the Godkiller wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah. You recognize this place, don't you, Hunter?
This is where I killed...
Your mother.
Yes.
And gave up your own life to do it. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
So am I, Agatha. You know, I like living here with these modern-day heroes. They have grown on me. Do you think I would be a coward if I said I did not want to die?
No, Hunter. I would think you were just a human who didn't want to say goodbye to the people they care for. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. You should speak to Sarah while you're here. She loves you like her own child, you know. We both do.
I see you've spoken to Agatha.
I have.
I couldn't help but overhear some of your conversation. She's right, you know. Things are different this time. I won't make the same mistake I did last time by sending you into battle against my sister alone. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
You did what you thought was right. What you thought I needed to do to survive.
But you didn't. You didn't survive. You died alone. All because I made you believe you were no more than a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning.
Violetta needs no partner. To dance?
So cheesy.
So, Sarah finally told you the truth. And just in time. He is almost here.
Why did you not tell me, Mother?
The decision to sell my soul was mine alone. I never wanted to make you feel responsible for the sacrifice I made.
But you did it to save me.
A mother would do anything to protect her children. I am no different. I love you, child. I'd do anything for you. All I ask is for you to make it all worth it and stand by my side.
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness, before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Good girl, Charlie.
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Peter, I am sorry you have to find out this way, but I guess it is time we talked.
You're not afraid of spiders, are you?
Terribly.
But you're Hunter. The Hunter. You're not afraid of anything.
I am a complicated being.
Huh. Is the legs? The crawling? The knowledge that the entire spider population can eat all of humanity in a year given the chance? Or is it because there is one just 6 inches away from you right now?
What? Where?
I'm just kidding. It's me. Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
Are you sure you want to join the Suns? I always pegged you as someone destined to join the Avengers.
Oh, don't get me wrong. The Avengers are amazing. Tony Stark, Doc Strange, Captain Marvel, heck, Steve Rogers. All these people who saved the world at least 3 times have been great to me. But I'm not sure if I really fit in with them, you know? Not the way I fit in with Robbie.
I see. You want to fight alongside your friend.
100%.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
Stay out of trouble.
No need to poke. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hello.
That looks good. Very nice.
Done with all this mysterious secrecy business. And you have got to get over it too.
This isn't about trying
Let's talk, Hunter.
I needed that.
Well, looky who it is.
You understand the... Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
You are so frustrating.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work.
Feels the same way. But the forces at work here are not to be trifled with. A simple misstep could leave things for all of us.
And you continuing to keep what you know a secret could end up with the same result. So think that over. But not for too long. We don't have time.
Don't forget to write. Hey!
Tony and I have been researching this Godkiller as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
If you are not ready to share information with me, then I trust you to let me know when the time is right.
I appreciate your confidence in us. However, I fear the time may never be right. Perhaps I should tell you now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the Godkiller wasn't just made to fight Cthon, it's made of Cthon.
I'm sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The Godkiller.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
But throw it away so quickly? When we barely understand it or what it could do?
You're right, I'm only speaking about my feelings on the matter. Whatever this weapon can do, we need to know. It may be our last hope.
I feel drawn to it. Like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it. Rising and falling. Like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours. And let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the Godkiller. She could use it to complete Chthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Agatha,
What brings you to the library at this hour?
in your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the Godkiller, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I feel a connection with it.
Well, the hilt and your collar were crafted by your ancestors.
Yes, but it is the blade that glows when I come near it. Almost as if it recognizes me.
It recognized you?
Yes, it seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the Godkiller or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the Godkiller as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the Godkiller now makes that possibility very much a reality.
Yes, even if it means sacrificing my own again to do it.
I hope with all of my soul it doesn't come to that.
But I must prepare myself for the possibility that it will. That I will die.
Do not give up hope on yourself, on the life you might get to lead. You have made friends here, and I know they care about you. There are so many reasons to live.
And that is why I must do everything in my power to fight for them. Even if it means I will not experience them myself.
If there's one thing I love about you the most, it's your kind heart. It deserves to go on beating.
I do not.
Oh yes you do. Like you said, you die for them. That's what your ancestors would call love. They would be proud. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
You feeling all right? We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.